Hello, my homies. One Smart Cat doing some little bit of Dead by Daylight, little bit of Identity V. This is another one of my comparison videos. Today we are doing the Plague from Dead by Daylight and the Wax Artist from Identity V. Now, I've done a couple of these before. I did Nurse compared to the Geisha, and I did Joker compared to the Hillbilly. And one of those videos is right up there in the top right if you want to go check out that. But the reason we're comparing these two is they both have like a liquid-based ability which builds up on the survivor and causes an effect. In addition to that, they're both able to mess with the gens slash ciphers. One of them is able to contaminate them, the other one's able to straight up block them. So they do have a good amount of similarities, even though they both play quite differently. If you are new to the series, the way this is going to work is I'm going to talk about the Plague, her powers, her specific perks, the ones that actually come with her, and then we are going to run a game as the Plague. After that, we're going to do the same thing with the Wax Artist, his powers. We're going to run whatever their recommended web is for playing them, and we're just going to kind of compare them. This isn't really a who's better than who. It's more of just seeing the similarities and seeing both of their gameplays. And with all of that being said, let's jump over to the Plague. Alrighty, here we have the wonderful and beautiful Plague, the Plague. Very nice, very nice. All right, so first and foremost, let's get into the power. I think my head's covering some of it, but it's gonna be okay. There's a lot of stuff here, but I'm gonna basically break it down. She's able to vomit on survivors, and whenever she does, they become infected. Once they're infected, they will continue to get more sick until they eventually go into the broken status. The broken status is them injured and not being able to heal out of that injured state. You can throw up on them more to make that status build up quicker. So if you just blah all over them for a little bit of time, they will get to that broken status quicker. So on top of all of that, she's also able to vomit on stuff in the map. She can vomit on generators, she can vomit on lockers, she can vomit on the exit gates. Anything that she vomits on will be infected for a little while. And if somebody touches it, they become infected. So going around and throwing up on gens is a great way to, even if you're not chasing somebody, they can become infected just by working on a gen, which is really, really helpful. Now, one of the things that happens on the map whenever you pick the Plague are these fountains appear on the map. At the start of the game, all of the fountains are clean except for one. One of them is corrupt. These are important because when the survivor is infected, they can use one of these clean fountains to get rid of the infection and to heal them back to full. Whenever they do this though, they corrupt the fountain and it becomes like a bloody fountain. The Plague is able to drink from the bloody fountain and it changes her regular green puke that infects people. It changes it into a bloody puke that damages people. This is a lot more powerful than the regular green puke, which is why good survivors won't do this. Good survivors will just stay injured because giving the Plague that blood puke is a major buff for the Plague. You're able to down multiple people, you're able to down over pallets, which is why most good survivors will do the best that they can to not cleanse in order to deny her that power, which is one of her big downfalls, is the fact that the survivors can literally deny her her power. We are going to try to mitigate that with our build a little bit. Let's show you the perks that literally come with her. So this is Corrupt Intervention. At the start of the match, the 3 generators that are the furthest from you are blocked for 120 seconds. If you ever down somebody within that 120 seconds, the generators stop being blocked. So the Plague actually comes with some pretty decent perks. This is a decent perk that a lot of other killers are able to use. The next thing she has is Dark Devotion. Every game, there's a survivor that you are obsessed with. With this, you hit your obsession and your obsession gets your terror radius. So for 30 seconds, you can walk around without a terror radius, maybe sneak up on some people. This is another good overall perk that is very useful in a lot of builds for a lot of killers. The last perk that comes with the plague is Infectious Fright. Whenever you down somebody, any other survivor that's within your terror radius, they will scream and you will get a notification where they are for 6 seconds. So this is helpful for, you know, if there's somebody around getting ready for a flashlight save or anything like that. This can kind of give you an early warning. Honestly, all 3 of these perks that come with the plague are decent and can be used in a lot of builds. The last perk that we're going to throw on is actually a perk from the nurse. This is Thanatophobia. For every survivor that's injured, dying, or hooked, there is a 2% penalty to repairing, sabotaging, and cleansing totems. If everybody is hurt, then there's an additional 12% penalty to repair, sabotage, and totem cleansing. So this perk is going to do 2 things for us. For every survivor that we throw up on and they become broken, that's the same thing as being injured, the gens will go slower. And in addition to that, this will give them more incentive to cleanse themselves in order to give us our blood vomits. The last thing I have on here, just to round it out, both of these add-ons make it so that whenever you're throwing up on somebody, it builds up quicker. So hopefully we'll be able to make a lot of people broken very quickly. So that is a breakdown of what the plague can do. Let's get into a match and make some people sick. All right. Pale Rose, Backwater Swamp. This is kind of a mid map for the plague. We do have something that I forgot to mention. 3 of them brought medkits, and the plague is a very good counter for medkits. A little bit of throw up. I'm gonna swing through this because he didn't think I was going to. Oh, he's actually my obsession too. So we currently do not have a terror radius. Let's see if we can find somebody else. So we know somebody's over there because they just messed up a gen. We have about 15 seconds left of... Oh, somebody's right here. Oh, she ran just before we got there. It's all right. A little bit of infection. The Nicolas Cage is now broken. A little bit more infection on her. Nicolas Cage just cleansed, so he's giving us our power. Now she's broken, so we just need 1 hit on her because the broken is an injury. So they are cleansing, which is a good thing. We know somebody was working on this gen over here. Yep, they just finished it. I'm thinking there's at least 2 of them right there. We haven't thrown up on any gens yet, which we should be doing. Just like that. That's infected now. Where did this cage go? I don't know if he wants to give up or if that was just... He just didn't know I was there. You're already infected. I don't know why you're blocking, why you're trying to dodge it. Oh, you're not infected. You're already, Oh, I have Dark Devotion again. Let's go back this way. All right. 1 person is broken. 2 people are sick. Let's go ahead and grab this. There's somebody up there. For everybody that is injured, the gens will go slower. She's running. She just light over there. I think I just saw the cage too. Thank you. The cage is over there. 2 gens, and this is only our 2nd hook, but depending on if they cleanse or not, we can snowball really quickly. Alright, somebody's up there. Try to get a cheeky hit. Hello. Very nice. Oh, they're gonna unhook right there? Very nice. I mean, I'll take it. Everybody is broken, so that means our slowdown is like 20% right now or something like that. She's not wiggling, so she might be giving up. Yeah, the snowball is crazy because now they are doing gens very slowly, and it's only going to take one hit to get anybody down. Ooh, I was coming back for this one. Hello. We're down to 2 gens, but we have 3 people down. And that other one gave up. Poor sport on... I mean, I'll hit you. You're just... That's just gonna make you have to heal even more. Where did this girl go? Somewhere over here. They're doing a good job of not giving me my power now. But it's a double-edged sword, because if you don't give me my power, everybody is injured. And it only takes 1 hit to get you down anyway. It really is the right move to do, though. Because getting the plague with the blood power is just unbelievably strong. Speaking of, see, so that does heal him to full. But, I mean, now I have a stream of damage now. I don't know where he went, though. Alright, she's over there. Hello. You can see that window is dirty. That's that happens. That's basically, you can throw up on windows too. Spitting vomit. And that's the other thing with cleansing. You see how he got Claudette off the hook? Or who is that? I don't know who the other survivor is. He became infected getting her off of the hook because she was already infected. So even when you cleanse yourself, you're just going to get sick again. Especially if you're throwing up on gens and stuff. There's literally no way, you know, if you want to progress the match, you're gonna get sick. There's no way around it. There you are, my man. Ooh, and you just became injured. Oh, that's cool. So there's somebody over there. So since he became injured, like I didn't even hit him or anything. Random flashbang. Good job. I still got the perk still went off to where I don't have terror radius right now, even though I was nowhere near him whenever he became injured. Very nice to know. This is what I'm talking about, the snowball. Nobody has done anything, you know, for the last 5 minutes. They've all just been getting unhooks and cleansing and, you know, doing whatever they've been doing. The last person is either doing a gen. Oh, never mind. They're both right here. I was going to say she's either doing a gen or going for the save. And apparently she was doing neither. Try to go for a flashlight save. Oh, you lucky. Keep running. Keep running. Give me scratch marks. Will she find the hatch? It took them about halfway of the match, but they eventually stopped giving me my power. But still, I mean, it's ending in the same result for him. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull you out in the open so we could do our Mori. Something that you can do in DBD, but not IDV, so we might as well show it off. Oh, let me just mess up. Stop moving. Freaking bot. They turned into a bot at the end. Very nice. 4K with the plague. Not too bad. Alright, here we are over on IDV with the Wax Artist. Now, like I said, he also has kind of a liquid-based power like the Plague. His is also able to interact with the environment. He can splash stuff on the windows, on pallets that have been thrown down, and on the ciphers. While the Plague is able to do that stuff, the Plague's vomit only causes more infection. The Wax Artist is literally able to block off windows and ciphers, making it so that survivors can't use them. If he does it on a pallet that's been thrown down, it makes it so that they go over the pallet slower. So you can argue that his stuff is a little bit more versatile than what the Plague is able to do. He's also able to change his wax from hot to cold, or from cold to hot, which we'll talk about here in a second. The power that he starts off with is being able to spray wax. And whenever he sprays somebody long enough, they solidify, and you basically get a free hit, unless you have to like go through a pallet or a window or something. But usually you get a free hit off of making them solid wax. After a couple of hits, you are able to get a ball of wax that you can launch in an arc that will do everything that the wax does. It seals windows and pallets and all that. But usually people use it whenever they're camping chairs to shoot it at ciphers that people are working on, to basically get them off the cipher. I use this a lot in Chase. I also use it in the same way, you know, to get people off of ciphers and everything. The last power he gets is being able to make his wax hot. This does the same thing in the way of building up on somebody, but when this builds all the way up, it automatically damages them. A little bit like the Plague, actually, whenever the Plague builds all the way up. There is a wombo combo you can do with this, where you solidify somebody with the regular wax, and then switch to hot wax, burn them for damage, and then smack them right after. I'm not that good at that. I don't have that much practice with them, but I mean, I'll still try to do it. And you can do it just off of the hot wax itself. Like, you know, depending on the situation, you can get all the way up to an injury and then immediately smack them. So it kind of depends. I will be using his regular recommended build, which involves, you know, breaking pallets quick, the trump card to switch your effect, and of course detention, which pretty much every single one of the hunters use. My starting skill will be warp, in order to make the doorways that you can travel back and forth through, and that's pretty much it with what he's able to do. Overall, he's honestly a pretty damn strong hunter, so hopefully I'll be able to do decent with him, even though I really don't play him that much. But we'll see whenever we jump into the match. All right, Sacred Heart Hospital. Let's walk across the map, see if we can find somebody. Anybody over here? With Identity V, we don't start off with all of our power, but we do need to get some hits first. Ooh, very lucky. Alright, break the pallet quick. I was trying to get her. Like the way the way the plague kind of cancels out a bunch of medkits and stuff. This guy actually, come on, how did I not get that? This guy actually cancels out a lot of powers as well. Not doing too great starting, but if we can just get one of them. Oh, you sneaky. Chasing the puppet is probably not the best, but we did get him eventually. You coming for a pallet save? Get out of here. I've never seen people go for pallet saves. Not in IDV. Alright, we have our snowball now. Use it to block that window because that is a very good window for people. She is running. We are gooing. Very nice. The puppeteer looks like he might get to second stage. Ooh, they got him right before he went to second stage. Alright, we'll toss him over here. I wonder if they're still over there. Doesn't look like it. Come back this way. Alright, they got 2 ciphers already done. I'm gonna hang out to see if I can bomb somebody. We have Tinnitus right there. Take a hit early on. Very nice. I'll take the trade. Cheerleader has a little bit of goo on her. We'll put him over here so we can kind of get back into that chase. She was over here somewhere. We do have the Firewax now. Where'd she run this way? She did run this way. Anybody on that cipher over there? No. They got the one up there, so they're probably gonna drop down this way. We'll get ready with the fire. There's somebody. Very nice. Those ciphers are going though. Let's see if we meet somebody over here with the press. Nope. Just cut across them over here. We can snowball quickly though. It looks like he's actually gonna go down, so that's pretty huge. And then the last 3 ciphers are over here. Who's that? I don't think I care about you. All 3 ciphers and our hostage are over here on this side. Yeah, we have no activity on ciphers. There we go. We got the puppet man. Turn on the fire. Very nice. Alright, ciphers are still very low. The fact that they put all 3 of the ciphers on this side is really helping me. They basically 3-gen themselves without me even trying. doesn't see anybody here. Break this real fast. It looks like Puppeteer might die as well. Oh, did they get him? Oh, they barely got him. Run, run, run. I tried. I'll still get her though. I don't even need this. I'm just gooing on her just because I can goo on her. I think somebody messed up the cipher over there. Oh, she's dead. Boom. Oh, they were both there. I gooed on both of them. They're trying to hide behind the trees. We should be able to get this pretty well. Let's turn up the juice. I could have hit him. Whatever. I just wanted to goo on him. All right, Puppeteer's running that way. So he may know where the hatch is. I'm never good at keeping track of that stuff. The snowball does hit like windows and stuff, or not windows, ceilings. Oh, he's going for it. He knows where it's at. No, 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 no. No one escapes a wax man. Surrender. So I did really bad at the beginning, but was still able to pull it out. And that's just a testament to the wax artists, honestly. Because I don't know if I could have played a lot of that worse than I actually did. But we still got a 4K with them. All right, that's it for the matches. Let's discuss about the two of these. There's a little bit of a flip compared to the other comparisons I've done. I'm talking about Nurse and Geisha and Joker and Hillbilly. On both of those occasions, the simplicity of the Nurse and Hillbilly was almost a strength over their Identity V counterparts. In this comparison, I think the Wax Artist's kit is a bit more complicated and you have a lot more tools that you're able to use, and it actually wins over the whole simplicity thing of, you know, the Plague just basically barfing on people and perma-injuring them. And obviously the other huge difference is the fact that if there's a good survivor team, they can just straight up deny the Plague her strongest ability, which is the blood vomit. So with all those factors, even though the point of this isn't exactly to see who's stronger or who isn't, but the Wax Artist just has so much going for him. Overall though, I do like each one of these characters and I do have fun playing both of them. So let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I see you in another one of my videos. Wee!